Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday market webcast. All right. So if you need a chance to check out the evening webcast, go ahead and take a look at that. That came out last night. We did a gap up. The gap fills 28.31.5. The Globex lows 28.50. They took it as high as 85. So we've been really jammed in a box since we did the gap up on the president's press conference. So if you go and look at the hourly chart, now that I can find my hourly chart, you see the gap up, and then we just kind of shelved. So we're just kind of in a box here. 85 looked promising. At the time it was printing 85, the Russell had gone up and it had hit limit up, and it's been flirting with limit up all of Globex. As early as this morning, they traded it back about 5-10 minutes ago. I'm doing this about 7:45 Eastern time, and now it's back up and jammed into limit up. ES didn't follow. Best it did was about 3.4%, and then it's kind of slipped back in, and it's settled right in this, in the 2860s. So I'll be interested to see how we open today, whether it's just a day where all the fun was in the one gap and we continue to grind it out, or whether we're going to get some more direction. Right now you got volume weighted average price sitting in around 68. Our proprietary moving average is at 65. Any upside is going to have to deal with 85, obviously. Then you got the round number at 2,900. Above that, you've got the 100-day exponential moving average at 29.15, and a much bigger move, and we can deal with this next week if the upside is what this wants to do, which is the 200-day exponential on the front month chart, on the June chart at 29.51. That sounds like a world away, but it's not even 100 handles. If the bears want to break this down, the entire conversation starts at 28.31.5. Anything happening up here is just noise. After a gap, as the thing kind of tries to find its feet and decides what it wants to do next. If what it really wants to do next is to top out and come down, then ideally the 85 holds. You take out the gap at 31.5 and you do it today. Then you have some follow through Sunday into Monday, and wherever the weekly pivot lands, and it'll be much higher than where it is now at 26.93.75, the bears might want to think about making that resistance instead of support. And if they can do that, then maybe they have a fighting chance to not be horrible. So, it's very typical of what occurs when the market wants to go ahead and start climbing that mountain. There'll be dips. Those dips get bought. People pile in. There's, nobody wants to get left behind in this move. And in the absence of news, the market again has moved back to its default position of wanting to go up. And there's nothing right or wrong about that. When you start interjecting your own economic realities onto the tape, that's when you start to do things because you want to be right and not because you want to make money. So be very careful with that. You can sit and look at this thing and say, well, we shouldn't be going up. I mean, we got this going on, and who's to say we're ready to reopen the economy? And who's to say, you know what? You're right. Who's to say? Not you, not me. As far as that tape is concerned, you know who gets a say? Price. And that's it. That's it. You go with that and you're good. So as we... Any pullback, like I said, 31.5. The hourly mid-band's at 46 and change. They're going to have to deal with that. And we'll see where we stand as we head into, that 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning area. There should be, it's unlikely today just chops around. There should be a clear winner and a clear loser, irrespective of the gap by the time we get into the close. And the question every Friday, over the short term has been, who wants to be long over the weekend? Last Friday, there were people that came in and say, yeah, I'll do that. we'll have to see if that is still the case, or whether people want to get out of the way, take some profits today, and stay out of the way for the weekend, especially considering the way this candle went on Sunday night, down to 27.17. Yeah, I mean, that's, I'll be flat for the weekend. I'll tell you that right now. So we'll see how it goes. Respect price, respect risk. Everybody have a great day. Have a good weekend. Be safe, be healthy, take care. We'll have a lot more out on social today. Check it all out. Take care. Trade them well. Considering taking a trial with us. And I'll talk to you on Monday. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.